Today we're heading out of the Manatee River, charging offshore to go hogfish. Stay tuned and see what happens.
Nice guy. Oh, I just got 8. Ooh, big female. Nice.
Calm down. What are you doing? All right, so first hogfish of the day here. We got a little female. It's a keeper still. So these things are using their snouts, rooting around in the bottom, picking up crustaceans. See if we can get a couple more. Hopefully we can get a big male.
Get him up.
Ooh, we got a gag.
Dude.
Nice.
Oh.
Keeper size gag.
Is it keeper, you think?
Yeah, it's a keeper size, but they are not in season.
Nice gag.
No, it's not. What is it? What the heck is that?
Oh, that's a big ass
trig. Get him in.
They're not in season right now, are they?
Check.
I lost.
There he is. We got a gag. Nice gag.
Save this spot for gag season.
God.
Right on, bitch. Dude, that's a hog, boy. That's a boar. Boar. This is good. This is the spot.
Yeah. Deep hogs. You can get a 4K. 4K will work. Good thing I had that 30-pound mono. Just enough to keep him glued. Oh!
Oh! Get it! Reel down!
Red group means we're in the right bottom. That is a good sign. Sometimes when we go after them, we bring a bunch of dead thread fins. And you use all the dead thread fins first to catch all the red groupers, and they all kind of throw up their stomachs and crustaceans come out. It's almost like you're chumming on the bottom. Wrong kind.
Oh. Dude, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's acting grunty. Oh, another red grouper. Maybe. Oh, I just got 8.
Shark?
Yeah. Or Goliath. Damn it. I was feathering it because I didn't want to break it. I think that was the right one. Yeah, I think that one was a Goliath. Are you feeling bites on that rod?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that one. Gag's got my squid in his mouth. I think you might be better off switching back and
Just have your leader on.
yeah. I mean these things right here are probably the perfect hogfish setup. Sensitive tip, enough power to take down the bycatch of some gags. We're inches away from a raw disaster. Before you tie that on, you should go whole squid on the Boss Fury. Yeah, you probably get a grouper. I just caught a gag. That might get him fired up. Bite kind of shut down, huh? I wonder if it's that big Goliath down there pissed everything off. Ooh.
You think that?
He's back.
Reel him up! Oh no!
That's the one.
Reel down! Dude! That's the pig!
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's a Goliath. Dude, these are some big squids. I got plenty right there. No, that's just a little flat line with nothing on it really. It is wild how much of a difference this blue magic makes. Orgy, that's a good one for the box. All right, we'll do a little hog talk here. So we caught a couple hogs today. Just wanted to point out the difference between the females and the males. So this is a male hogfish. You can see this dark band up top here. It's much more predominant, and their mouth is a lot larger than the females. So when you're going through and targeting hogfish, the toughest thing is weeding through all of the bycatch. Lots of grunts, porgies, small groupers, a lot of undersize, and you're using pieces of shrimp. So you're really having to weed through all the bycatch to get your target. All right, so we got a hog on the table here. Let's go ahead and knock the sides off of it. So this is one of the best eating fish in Florida waters. We're gonna start by taking a cut down behind the head near the gills, and we're gonna have this go down to the backbone. Next, you'll want to turn your knife flat and follow the bones towards the tail of the fish, kind of just making an indent to get started. The reason is you want to make sure your knife is flat on the bones of the fish, really the skeleton of the fish, to make sure you don't leave any of this precious hogfish meat on there. So once you're able to do that little indent, you're going to go ahead and follow it all the way down to the rib cage. Once you get to the rib cage, you can pop your knife over. Make sure you come down at an angle, go flat against those bones, the skeleton of the fish again, and you can pop these fillets off. Once you're able to do that, you can knock the skin off the side of it, trim away the rib bones, and make sure to get rid of those pesky pin bones as well. Then all you gotta do is take it to the kitchen. Ceviche is one of the freshest dishes you can make, and the magic about it is there's no heat involved. We start with fresh fish, slice into clean, even pieces, and then we'll do the same thing for shrimp. And we want them into small, even bite-sized pieces. That's so each piece cures evenly. Now, the important part is the citrus. So cutting up your limes, your lemons, the acid from the lime and lemon juice, the term is denatures the protein in the fish and shrimp. It's the same process you use when you cook with heat. The citrus hits the seafood and you'll see it turn a bit opaque, and that's the acid cooking it, firming the texture and locking in the flavor. No stove, no flame, just time, balance, and ingredients. Each bite is bright, fresh, and perfectly cured by the citrus. Here's a quick cilantro tip for you. Instead of cutting your cilantro with a knife, pick off the leaves and leave the stem. The stems can be a little bit bitter. Put them in a cup of your choosing and take your kitchen shears to it. All right, we're back in the kitchen after a day of fishing. So today we're gonna be making some ceviche. We'll go over kind of what we have here. You can do this a million different ways. A lot of times you can have just 1 or 2, 3 ingredients on the boat, make it fresh right there. I'll spruce it up a little bit since we're back in the kitchen. So we have our hogfish here, and I picked up some shrimp. I like the texture of shrimp once it cooks in the citrus. And then we have our tomatoes, onions, and jalapenos. We've got some diced mango. We have some cilantro in here, and then main ingredients are lemons and limes. As far as seasonings go, salt, pepper, a little bit of cumin, you need some olive oil, and I like to use my favorite barbecue rub. This is a double garlic butter. So you can use that, or you can use garlic powder. All right, so first things first, we gotta get our protein cooking. So we'll add our hogfish and our shrimp into the bowl, and we'll juice most of our citrus on top. So ceviche, it's the acidity of the citrus that's going to go ahead and cook your fish or your scallops or your shrimp, whatever you have. I think shrimp pairs pretty well, and with the hogfish in here for the ceviche. Funny enough, that's mainly what the hogfish are doing, is they're eating crustaceans like shrimp down on the bottom. So you saw we caught a couple today. Really what they were doing is they're down there just rooting around through the sand, the hard bottom, and following along the ledges. And once they find some good bottom and ledges, they swim along in a pack and
really root through the bottom and try to unearth any crustaceans that are down there. Fun part about hog fishing is you get a lot of bycatch. You're typically keeping the rod bent the whole time. You're going to majority catch a bunch of grunts. If you're on some better ledges and some deeper water, you're going to get some nice gag grouper, which you can see we caught a couple today. Normally there's going to be some snapper making appearances. I'm no professional, but with the moon phase and it being a full moon when we were fishing yesterday, I assume that had something to do with the bite and the fish were feeding at night. All right, we got enough citrus in here that it's covered. So what we're gonna do is, you can see it's already starting to turn a white color. That's that citrus starting to cook, the acidity in the citrus starting to cook them. You'll even see that shrimp, it'll really start to turn a pink color. And right now it's a dark, kind of translucent brown. So we'll hit it with some seasonings and we'll add our little add-ons in. So let's start with our peppers and onions. We'll start light and see what it looks like. I like using fruit in mine, so here's some mango. Sometimes you can use like mandarin oranges diced up, or you can even use a can of pineapple tidbits. We'll need a little olive oil. Some salt. Little pepper. Some garlic. You've got to have some cumin in there. Alright, so give this a mix. Looks like we can use a little bit more of everything. Can't forget the cilantro. Add a couple shakes of red pepper flakes as well. All right, and then after adding that, we probably need a little bit more citrus to top it off, and then we'll let science do the rest. Should take about probably 15 minutes. I don't think it will take longer than that. It's great for the boat. You can see you can prep all the different sides and ingredients that need to go in it, bring your bag of chips, and you can bring it on the boat. Knock some sides off some fish and where it's legal to do that, and put them in a Ziploc bag, and you got ceviche right there. All right, now we wait. All right, we gave it about 15 minutes to cook. You can see the shrimp tails are starting to turn a little pink there. That's how you know it's done. So let's give it a try. Shrimp and hogfish ceviche.